Hello, gamers. We're back. We're playing Project Pit, or at least the demo, because we love demos around here, don't we, folks? I believe it's like an incremental kind of game. It's coming out soon. Coming out in a couple days. You watching this video live as it releases. Um, it's loading. You have to give it a second. It's loading. It's never loaded the ducks before. It's my understanding that there's gonna be a lot of ducks. Wow. it's it's never seen so many ducks. I mean, this, I'm pulling behind the veil. I'm letting you see how the sausage is made. Almost crashed my computer loading all these ducks. That's how you know there's a lot of ducks. I think that's gonna put it in contention for game of the year. Anyway, now that we're actually loaded into the game, safety first, feed the future. I fully agree with that. Work harder, not smarter. I believe in that. Good rule. So this is the game. Oh, just kidding. It's poor game besides the elevator. Sinister vibes, obviously, as you can tell. Oh, never mind. The lights are on. Upgrade terminal. I sure hope it does. That's not what that means. I have no money, of course. What's up, gamers? Annual duck workbench. Oh, that makes me a duck? Alright, here we go. I don't have to tell you what I got. You can see it. And there we are. That's the rub. There's the rub, folks. So a nice little incremental game. Give us a chance to just chat. I guess I'm just gonna let this run for a little bit. It's gonna be a little distracting, but I think we can work through it. Because we want to build up a little combo. Not that I have to tell you any of this, because you can see how the game works. I appreciate that we've kind of like moved. Whoa, okay, you can snap the ducks. Don't snap your ducks at home, folks. Give them love and care and respect. Yeah, and I've been busy. I've been quite busy lately, which is why I haven't been uploading really as much at all. I played that one bowling game, and that was kind of it for me. But now that I've got a little more time, record some more videos. Okay, I mean, it's been crazy hot in what I would call the western states. Some people argue that Colorado is the Midwest. Seems like kind of an odd distinction in my opinion, but what do I know? Oh, you can push them away. What if you just like put them all in there? Combo. Okay, is that going to give me more? You get a little bonus. All right. Is that enough to give me anything? Throw. You have $12. What are you getting? Sprint, jump, crouch, throw. Well, I can't really get anything. Why would you want to jump or crouch? I gotta tell you, there's not a lot of jobs that I've worked in my life that I've needed to jump or crouch. Maybe a sprint. Not a ton that I've needed to throw. Throwing is more of like a fun multiplier on your job. Like, you don't have to throw things at your job. It does make it a lot more entertaining. Sadly, in an office environment, there's not a lot of things that you get to throw. A paper airplane, perhaps. Unless you're doing like an office Olympics. Sadly, where I work, there's really no time for buffoonery. Everybody's too busy. We have a ping pong table that is just sitting unused. It's collecting dust in the dining hall. Nobody wants to ping pong. We're all too busy. I don't even know. Like, I feel like there's other things to do there too. Nobody's using any of them. For a walk, it was one thing that's nice to blow off a little steam at work. got all these groundhogs, not groundhogs, prairie dogs. They're different things entirely. Oh no, we got a ton of prairie dogs out behind the office at work. And I'm from the south. We don't have a ton of. Uh-oh, combo's beginning. Let the ducks. Let the combo build. Carrying solution authorized. Oh. I mean, I get to buy a cart? Ooh, this box. I would like to buy that. Yeah, that seems really good for me. Great. This is gonna go crazy. It's gonna go triple platinum. As soon as I figure out how to put the ducks in the box, it's over for these ducks. It would be great if we could move the duck maker, but you know, I don't call the shots here. I just work here. My first day. Anyway, yeah, the novelty of a prairie dog has not worn off on me yet. I love a prairie dog. Cause they're always doing something. They're always up to something. Although I will say, when I was a kid, I didn't fully understand like the nuisance that like groundhogs and woodchucks and burrowing animals caused. I just thought like, oh, they dig in the ground, but the ground is like beneath where I am, so I don't have to really worry about that. And maybe I just like haven't really lived in a place that had too many burrowing animals. But now that I live in Colorado, I get these little fellas everywhere. They're all over the place. And they're not like, they're not digging deep underground. They're making like Bugs Bunny tunnels out in the field behind the office. Like I've never actually seen an animal make a burrowing tunnel like that. I always just thought, oh, it just makes a little hole. You've got like actually a whole, dare I say it, a civilization going on behind our office. Although it's nice, like motivation. If you're ever feeling like a little down at work, feeling a little unmotivated, you can always count on the prairie dogs out there. They don't think about craft speed and craft value. Yeah, that's gonna go crazy. And increasing the duck value, that seems really important. Yeah, again, why am I talking about the game? Anyway, if all those ducks, now I'm calling every animal duck, all those prairie dogs out there can, boil away and make a whole dang civilization, you can, file those TPS reports. Yeah. Although I will say, they're kind of doing it to survive. In a way, I am making those TPS reports to survive. If I don't make that paperwork, get it on my boss's desk pronto before the end of the workday, my butt is grass. Only I didn't say butt. Anyway, playing around with saying a cuss word on stream, thinking about it. I'm trying to say like feel it out, I'm not a complete prude, I say swears in real life. It's just like the type of energy, the vibe that I bring to the gaming function. Also the vibe is a little bit different on my streams versus a recording as well. This is a little more of a casual experience. This isn't MLG gaming. This isn't, life or death kind of stuff. Whoa. Nice. Throwing arm improved. I'm not really throwing anything. What is maximum bounciness? Like me, I've increased bounciness. I'm a bouncier guy. Got a little more pep in my step. More pepperoni in my step. A bumper. Bro. Vertical mobility. Basic elevation clearance for obstacle navigation. Again, It's pretty simple so far. I don't have a ton of things to worry about yet. But anyway, yeah, so it's just impressive to me that all those little prairie dogs, they do all that work. And then they just stay and watch all day. You know? Making sure the other prairie dogs, I'm sure there's like dozens of prairie dogs under the surface. That's just like their life, you know? It's kind of like Redditors in a way. I'm not really sure if that's a totally accurate comparison, but there's always more than you think. Let's just say that. I feel like Reddit has broken mainstream. I was like in a Twitch chat the other day, and somebody said that Reddit is, you know, normies aren't on Reddit. I disagree. I think the normies have discovered Reddit because they are, you know, they're asking, and I mean this in like the most complimentary way. So if you're on Reddit, like asking stupid questions, I mean this is like a nice thing. There are people on Reddit asking completely ridiculous questions, you know, in various hobby groups, things that people should just be able to, like, I guess I would think, just like figure out on their own. I would think anyway. Time stability, combo consistency. I want a bonus amplifier. Although a broom, that seems kind of fun too. Maybe a broom is the play. You just push all the ducks over. I guess you can also get like a ton of boxes. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's try this out for a second. Let's try this on for sides. Let's just make a ton of ducks here. Let's just click and talk for a second. Sometimes I think about where animals find sources of water out in the wild, because it's not like they can just go down to the water cooler. They can't go down to the, you know, the Brita pitcher. Can't go down to their local Buc-ee's and get the 24-pack of water. They gotta find it somewhere. Can't get Dr. Pepper Zero either. Refreshing. You know, I wasn't like a Dr. Pepper fan for kind of a long time. I didn't hate it. I just like, I'm gonna have a beverage. Not a Coke. Zero even. But now that, you know, I've given it like a fair shake, I feel like Dr. Pepper might be the superior. It's just like so much more flavor. Just like, it just has a richer profile, you know what I mean? A lot more going on. I guess that's the 23 ingredients. What they say. I don't know if that's accurate, but that also didn't really feel all that like much better. I'll just like leave this here for now. Back to our crate. We get another crate. We fill 2 boxes. We push the boxes with our broom. Okay. Anyway. Thinking too much about this incremental instead of just telling me how it is. Anyway. Yeah, I've come to respect Dr. Pepper a lot more. Although, at this point in my life, I'm only 30. At this point in my life, I find that I can't enjoy like a full sugar. Because I was at Smash Burger the other day, and I got a fountain drink, and they didn't have Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm pretty sure such a thing is increasingly rare in this workaday world. I feel like diet drinks are becoming so much less popular because of the zero drinks. Like, why would I get a Diet Coke when I can get a Coke Zero that tastes so much better and has different artificial sweeteners in it? But I do have to hand it to the the probiotic soda makers too, because they found a way to market soda to um, bougie people, to people with like large budgets, uh, in a way that other like Coke couldn't. They didn't know how to break into that market. They figured, oh, you know, we're only gonna charge them $1 for a can of Coke. Meanwhile, you got like Olipop and Poppy charging $4. That's not true. It's closer to like $2.50 for a can of Poppy. And people buy it because people is me. I'm people. It feels like a little bit better. I think there's a concession that you make when you get older, unless you just don't care about your body. But I kind of like have to, because I plan on being here for a while. But there's a limit for sure. I have a limit for how much I care about my body. You know, because every now and then I'll still have a good goblin. What I call macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets. Sometimes you just gotta have something that takes you back to your roots. Uh-oh. I need to get that crate out of the way. Oh shoot. Come on, my combo, no! Anyway, there's gotta be something that happens when you go down the hole. Well, I'm pretty close to a new upgrade or something. Combo multiplier, whatever. Okay. Box is safe. But yeah, diet soda, not really that popular, I feel anymore. But, you know, like, it still has a market at restaurants. Like, you go to a restaurant, like, it's probably the only place people are ordering a diet beverage anymore. I feel like you go to the gas station or whatever, you got plenty of 0 calorie, 0 sugar options. I don't understand how we invented something that's better, you know, than diet soda, and yet people are still clinging to diet soda. On that same vein, what is Tab? I've never had a Tab. I'm pretty sure it's a cola of some sort. I know Coke makes it. But, it always seemed like it was a soda that was marketed towards, like, when I was a kid, I would always see Tab and just thought, like, oh, this is an adult beverage. Like, Coke, that's for everybody. Everybody can have a Coke. But Tab, that's for, like, grown-ups with gray hair. So I've never had a Tab, but I imagine it tastes like what a mortgage feels like, you know. And you know I'm never gonna have one of those, so I guess the closest I can get to owning a home is tasting a Tab. I'm not really sure where line of thought came from. Don't push the whole thing over. Come on. You know, I like a simple game. I like a simple game you can hold on to. I like a simple game of something you can hold on to. Sorry, I'm doing my Furio Sopranos impression. It's not very good. Got a B on your hat. Ah, shit. I feel like I have more than 11 ducks in there. Kinetic transfer maximized. Okay, that's like business speak. They gotta hit that word count. Kinetic transfer. You just mean moving? Am I moving? I have more move? Yeah, I definitely would like to make ducks faster for sure. That would be nice. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I got a good system going. Maybe I get another box? What if I, like... the box is over there, and then I make a big pile, a big mountain of ducks. And then I just pile. Saying the same thing, but I'm just rewording it slightly. That's kind of the secret to streaming. Is you say the same thing, just say it for longer to fill the dead air. And just like that, I mean, it's been 20 minutes and I've just been cranking these ducks out. Which I guess this is the whole thing, you know? This is the demo. I'm gonna keep playing it for at least a little bit longer, just to show you the twisted machinations of my mind, because there's not really a lot of like gameplay happening otherwise. It's one of those, it's maybe a bit of a slower incremental game, I'll say, but I feel like the game developers are really cranking out incremental games. Like, I just went to the Steam homepage the other day just to like do a little market research, try to figure out like, oh, what should I stream? What should I like play a demo of? Because in this economy, I can't really afford to buy all these games, you know? But there's so many games where it's just like, here's like a grocery store that we just upended. Or here's a library that we just like, that just recently encountered a Category 7 earthquake. It's your job to put it all just back where it belongs. And the gamers, I guess they want this? I don't fully understand, but the gamers want busy work, which is kind of crazy. Because from what I remember, I thought gamers liked, you know, blood and guts and dopamine and points and, you know, Balatro. All of a sudden, you're telling me the market is shifting into sorting a big pile of grocery store goods? Like, what's the catch? What am I missing? But although it is, I guess, like maybe the real catch is that it's all just AI, you know, Gen AI garbage that is super easy to make. That people are just trying to make a quick buck. I feel like every market these days is filled with somebody using Gen AI to make a quick buck. I'm Gen AI, even. Forrest Gump, but he's really into... Forrest Gump, but he's really into... He's a tech bro. Okay, hold on, I can do this. Forrest Gump, but he's a tech bro. Gen AI. I love you, Gen AI. And then Forrest Gump Jr. He's a robot. He's Grok. Optimus, Ihawk Lua. What was that whole thing? Yeah, that whole strategy was terrible. That was a really bad strategy. Larger container. Paid off, nonetheless. Box level 2. It does seem crazy that I just decided, oh, my box, it's pretty good, but I could use box number 2. What if can you recycle the boxes? Okay, no. No, it comes right back. All right then. Well, you know, I gotta check. What happens to me when I go in there? Oh, right, I was pressing spacebar to jump. Not like that. Okay. Definitely me when I'm trying to do chores around the house. My old ball and chain is talking to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I'm good at doing chores, allegedly. When they stand in my way, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really played one of those organizing games, but it seems like kind of exhausting. I guess it depends, because, you know, you've got all these... I don't really want to say... It does feel like it's just... I'm calling it a millennial thing because it's more Tumblr coded than it is Gen Z coded. But, like, all this, the horrors kind of stuff, like, it feels like somebody who is afraid of, like, the horrors of modern day living. Somebody who hasn't seen wartime at all. I'm not saying that there's anything good or bad about that. I'm just saying somebody who did not experience World War, did not experience getting drafted into World War. I have to wonder if, I guess that's the market, perhaps? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I don't need to castigate my own generation. Every generation has flaws, and every generation basically has the same flaws. I bet you, like, all the old people during World War II are like, well, I had it a lot harder than you, even though World War II is probably like one of the most gruesome events in recent world history. I bet there were some old guys who were like, oh, I survived the Dust Bowl. Or the Spanish flu. I mean, Spanish flu was a lot worse than COVID, mostly because I don't think they knew what a vaccine was yet. Maybe what happened there. Kind of interesting, you know? Spanish flu happened right around 1920s or so, maybe a little bit before, and then COVID 100 years later. Really makes you think, doesn't it? No, I'm kidding. I'm not like that. I'm just filling dead air. That's just my job. It's to fill dead air while you watch me put ducks into a hole. Honestly, if you made it this far, I have to commend you. I have to, like, really congratulate you, because I've kind of just been talking nonstop for 30 minutes, putting ducks in this hole. I guess I thought there would be like a more... There's usually like a sinister thing about these games, isn't there? Like, what was the other one where it's like dishwashing simulator or something? I watched a friend of mine play a long time ago. Yeah, usually like there's a, you know, some kind of spooky, creepy plot or something going on. And, really, it's so far kind of just putting ducks in a hole. To be fair, I haven't really like questioned anything going on here, so maybe like that's my bad. Maybe I the problem. Right, that seems pretty good. That's a good bonus. Faster ducks, thank goodness. It's gonna cost like $300, I bet. You have a sprint. Products, duck speed. Yes, absolutely. You gotta craft those ducks faster. We gotta... Oh, 1,000 for a second level of sprint speed? That's kind of what it feels like in real life. Real quick, I gotta see like what's going on around here. I gotta see like, who am I working for? Is there a sinister thing going on here? Gambling wooden crates. See? The kind of stuff that other gamers are just... I guess I'm just gonna put it in the hole. Amazing! Lucky duck. I'm so glad I did that. It's all paid off. When I edit this video, which I'm not going to, we're just gonna skip straight to this. It's gonna be a 2-minute video. We're gonna skip all that crap that I said about soda. I believe I talked about soda for 5 minutes. incredible. This means something. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me right back in. Holy man. See? It pays to snoop. All you Starbucks baristas and okay. All you Starbucks baristas and grocery store clerks, snoop around, see what you can find. Maybe you find a gambling box. You know what? I bet once you unlock jumping, you jump real high. Your jetpack on. Sorry, that's a little Donkey Kong 64 reference that nobody is really gonna appreciate. You might get it, but I don't think you're gonna appreciate it. Although I will say that I think the DK rap was probably the more fondly remembered thing from Donkey Kong 64. The alternative was, you know, the horrors of a 3D platformer collectathon with 5 different characters all color-coded. I will say the mod really increases quality of life there. If you've never played it with the change everywhere, anywhere you want mod, highly recommend it. Because it's actually like a fun game that way. Definitely recommend. Pretty sure I played it on stream. I believe. Yes. I don't really care about. I just care about the bonus amplifier. But yeah, it's fun. I wish I could stream a little more. It'd be nice. You just have a lot of stuff going on. It's also like, I think about like, oh, all my different friends that also stream. 2 of them. No, but I have like a lot of other people that I like to watch stream. And I think like, would I stream or would I rather just watch somebody else stream? But then it's like they say, scared money don't make money. I also say that about ducks. Scared ducks don't make ducks. It's kind of true for any animal. Scared animal don't make animal. In a way. I guess you could just like toss the whole box down there, huh? That would really make things go a lot quicker. Great idea. Kind of the ideas that you come up with when you're 30 minutes into a video about putting ducks in a hole. I really don't expect this one to do numbers, but you know what? I think there's enough going on the screen at least. Numbers are increasing. And people are gonna vibe with that. I don't really want to fill the other box. I want to like make sure that this works. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe I do need to increase my combo. Chain reaction detected. See, there you go. Chain combos, link consecutive combos. Okay. Maybe there's different like things you can do. There's gotta be like, now you want to like get different boxes of ducks. See, there's like this game just like really opens itself up. I was just having a flashback to a game that I recorded a playthrough of, or at least like a demo. I'm pretty sure it was that cozy cooking horror game or something. I forget what it even was called. Man, editing is such magic, you know. It's Hollywood. I don't envy them. This video surprisingly has just been like front to back, no edits, if you can believe it. But that video, I'm losing characters in my words now. That video definitely had to take a break. had to pause while I actually figured out what I was doing to solve a puzzle. A little embarrassing, but you know, it's gaming. It doesn't always happen at the speed you want it to. That's kind of what makes Let's Playing hard, you know. Really, at the end of the day, it's not really about the content on this game. What I say, I think lots of people would disagree, and they're entitled to, but different strokes by different folks. You know what I'm talking about? Me at the... Okay, sorry, that's not the energy I bring to the channel. At least not on stream. Off stream for sure. Okay. So gotta get ready to like... Gosh, that combo just goes down so quickly. All right. Maybe I do need to increase the combo. No. Time stability. Okay. Sure. Let's just do that for now. Even though, you know what? Fine. We're gonna buy all these. You know what? A slide and a crouch? I bet there's some, like I was thinking, there's some like puzzles you can do once you start like really platforming. What if you like throw a thing at that camera? See? You gotta think outside the bun here. Okay, well, it was, maybe you have to like throw it harder? I don't know. Who knows? What I knows that it's duck time. I guess this is the game. I mean, I don't know how long this demo is, but if you watch this video for 5 minutes, you're gonna know if you want to play this kind of thing. I don't have to convince you to buy this. You've already made the decision in your mind. It's been predetermined. Predestined. Although, maybe you buy this game and realize that ducks can't fill the hole in your heart, and really this game is not what you were looking for. Neither are the other 300 Steam games I bought during 10 consecutive Steam sales. Maybe the real thing that you're looking for is human connection this whole time. And it's so crazy that nobody's ever going to hear me say that, because they're not going to get this far into a video about throwing ducks into a hole. Who's your favorite philosopher? Drop them in chat. Or in the comments. I'm just kind of going on forever and ever. Which is what this game is about. It's about going on forever and ever. That's life. You know? Life's gonna put you in a box with a bunch of other people and dump you down a hole. Really, I think this game can teach us a lot. I think we're kind of nearing our window here on the PS1 demo disc. It's starting to run a little ragged. Don't you worry, there's gonna be more gaming videos coming up till the end of time. Not by me, of course, but by other people. Oh, my combo. Evasive maneuvers authorized. What could that possibly mean? Oh, sliding. I still don't fully... Oh, the auto machine at $1,000. Ball deflector. Products bounce off of it. Chain bounces off balls. I mean, what also seems kind of fun. Anyway, I think I've shown you what this game is about, And I'm sure that there's plenty more if you play through the rest of it. That's gonna do it for me for now. Thanks so much for watching. Like this video. If you liked it, comment in the video description, good comments, whatever it is. You're not watching this anyway. You've clicked off. See you later.